Liahona pointed the way to the promised land for Lehi and his family, and to the fertile way stations along the way. It also assisted Nephi in hunting game. But these were not its only supernatural gifts. The Liahona served as a communication device, which the Lord used to instruct the Nephites. The Lord wrote messages on the ball, which were read by Lehi, Nephi, and others. In of itself, that the Lord could write words on the ball is not noteworthy, but two details of the story point to a miraculous power. First, the ball was made of brass. Brass can be used as a writing medium, as the plates of brass make clear. But writing on brass, called engraving in the Book of Mormon, is a laborious process of cutting or incising characters into the metal. Jacob cited the difficulty of engraving on metal as a reason for the brevity of his record. The Lord would have no difficulty with engraving the Liahona. The trick comes with the second detail. The Lord changed the messages on the ball from time to time. The Liahona was a reusable writing surface, like the modern blackboard or ancient wax tablet, where characters can be erased and new characters written. Wax tablets were often used anciently as portable and temporary records. Wax was ideal for this purpose due to its softness. The surface of a wax tablet could be easily smoothed for new writing. But brass is not wax and cannot be easily flattened. Metals like brass were used by the ancients for permanent records due to their durability. Jacob made this very point, stating that the metal records, gold and brass, were used so that the original writings would be preserved. Whatever method the Lord used to remove writing and then make new writings on the brass surface of the Liahona, it is unknown to modern man. It was also unknown to Lehi and his family. Lehi did not expect there would be writing on the ball and had to be told by the Lord to look. Nor can the process of erasing and rewriting be classified as a technology as it is defined today. Rather, the process was only activated by faith, which is not recognized by modern materialistic science. To serve as a surface for the complex and likely lengthy messages from the Lord, the Liahona must have been larger than is usually depicted. Nephi explained that the writing was easy to read, suggesting the characters were of normal size. Moreover, the messages were not abbreviated, Twitter-like texts. They must have been fairly lengthy, otherwise the Lord could not have given the Nephites understanding of his ways. Many representations of the Liahona show Lehi and Nephi holding the ball in their hands. However, the Book of Mormon never indicates that it was held in the hands. It is true that Nephi took the compass from his brothers after the revolt on the voyage to the Promised Land, but this does not necessarily mean that he held it in his hands. He could have simply taken possession of the compass. The Urim and Thummim is even more miraculous than the Liahona. The two stones possess numerous supernatural properties which can only be classified as magic. Indeed, the Urim and Thummim have been called Joseph's magic spectacles by critic and supporter alike. One of the three witnesses, David Whitmer, called them magical spectacles. This popular nickname, normally used pejoratively, is actually quite accurate. The properties of the interpreters transcend the boundaries of nature as we believe it to be. The scriptures list the following miraculous powers of the Urim and Thummim. First, the Urim and Thummim gives its bearer the power to translate records in unknown tongues. Second, the Urim and Thummim unfold mysteries. Third, the Urim and Thummim acts as a medium for receiving revelation. The process of receiving revelation can be interactive, allowing the possessor to ask questions of God and then receive answers. Fourth, Urim and Thummim can be used for viewing the past, present, and future, and all things pertaining to inferior and superior kingdoms. The Urim and Thummim possess such awesome power that were someone to look in them without permission, he would perish.